So I'm sitting here thinking about uh, just what David Benavidez, trainer and father Jose Benavidez Sr. said recently about Terence Crawford kind of being more like Shakur Stevenson, not really being exciting fighter like David Benavidez is, throwing a lot of punches and bunches and taking a lot of risks, as he would say. And, as a person who watched boxing over the years, I understand what he's saying. Um, but with that being said, uh, exciting to me is starting to become subjective because I hear a lot of people recently say they think knockouts are what's exciting in boxing, and when you look up boxing, it just don't say knockouts. But at the same time, that's what attracts the average fan. And yeah, knockouts are always exciting. Nobody's gonna turn around and turn away a good knockout. But at the same time, it's not like the guys who've always got knockouts over the last 20, 30 years were the most exciting boxers to people. If you just look back in boxing history, most of the guys who got a lot of knockouts weren't really exciting boxers like to the fans until they were actually at the end of their careers or retired. But by then, they weren't really attracted to these guys like that as far as by only knockouts. And if you look at a lot of the exciting fighters over the generations and years of boxing, a lot of these guys ain't got a lot of knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as taking risk, I don't know what that means in boxing because at the same time, Canelo don't take a lot of risk in boxing, and he doesn't get any complaints when it comes to being exciting or what the fans want. They don't care. Like whatever they do like about him, it's not excitement because nothing's exciting about going 30 some rounds with Triple G and nobody getting knocked down. And I've said that over the years, but and people just brought that up like it was just, oh yeah, that's Canelo and Triple G. I don't care whose name is on the back of the jersey. Like, if it's not exciting to me, it's not exciting. And that wasn't exciting to me. It just really wasn't. And you can go back and look at it a million times over. It just wasn't exciting. It wasn't. It was more flash than it was, you know what I'm saying? It was just a flash in the pan. It wasn't really something that was uh had any kind of longevity behind it. That's not going to be one of the most known trilogies of all time and stuff like that. I told people, and they put so much money behind that. They put a whole network behind that. The Zone was basically when the Zone got created, everybody was like, "Oh well, Triple G and Canelo can fight the trilogy on that app," and that's what happened. So all that was attention behind that. But to say that Crawford's more like Shakur Stevenson and stuff like that, well, I got some information I'm coming out about that soon. But um, at this time right now, and this is no disrespect, because David Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters, but he's not levels above anybody when it comes to excitement like that right now. Like, of course, Senior is right when he's saying like the excitement. I understand what he's saying, but he's not levels above anybody, especially like a Terence Crawford. When you see what Terence Crawford has done, Terence Crawford was the only guy who went out there and was able to stop Jose Benavidez Jr. Then he turned around and was able to stop Earl Spence, who everybody felt like was unbeatable at some point. And now you look at it, he's at 54, and a lot of people are trying to make it seem like he's not good enough there. So it just, and then the level of competition that they want him to fight is just at a whole nother level. So I don't know what's exciting about or what's not exciting about that. And for him to have all those knockouts, he was on like 11, 10 knockout streak. You know, Jose Benavidez Sr. knows that. But to say that Terence Crawford is not as exciting as a guy like Benavidez, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Benavidez still got some work to do. Like, Terence Crawford is jumping weight classes right now. When you want to compare him to Terence Crawford, like, compare Benavidez compared to anybody else, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But Terence Crawford, like, he doing the same thing Inoue doing right now. And Inoue's not even moving up that fast in weight classes like that. He still got some ways to go. So, as far as being impressed, man, right now I'm impressed with what Terence Crawford doing. End of the day, these guys struggling to make weight. We seen Benavidez move up recently, and it's not as easy as everybody making it seem. The same explanation I have for Terence Crawford going the distance was the same explanation I have for Benavidez. But they talking about injuries and everything else. Like, hey, I don't know nothing about no injuries, but I do know this. That was a very difficult guy who Terence Crawford fought. The guy used to fight at 68. He's a very big guy. He's not a small guy. He's one of the biggest guys at that weight you will see. And Benavidez went against a guy who could possibly be in the Hall of Fame one day. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's like, and Madrimov can be as well. But at the same time, it's like, to say that Crawford's more like Shakur, I mean, like what? Crawford fight like Floyd Mayweather? Absolutely not. That's insane. No. He don't fight like Shakur. He don't fight like Floyd. Absolutely not. Those two different styles. Nah. And that's my thing about, like, Haney don't go out there and all Devin Haney fights is exciting. I don't hear people say his fights are boring. People that don't even like him want to see him fight. And he's what, younger, a little bit younger than David Benavidez. So nobody says he's not exciting. And he doesn't get knockouts like that. So I don't know what exciting is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really subjective at this point, whether somebody's boring or exciting. I mean, everybody's fights aren't really exciting to me. I'm not finna sit up here and just say, yeah, every time I seen Benavidez fight, it was just super excited. Nah. Not every fight is like that. And every fight, you don't have to have a knockdown to be exciting, but at the same time, that's what starting to get pushed now, because I'm hearing people say Tank is exciting. He gets knockouts. Well, Wilder got knockouts too, and all I heard people complain about was he can't box. So knockouts wasn't exciting 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but now it's like, oh yeah, it's exciting. So I don't know. Like I said, it's subjective at this point. I don't know. But Terence Crawford put in enough work to where we should be questioning guys like Canelo being exciting. That dude ain't had a knockout since when? Caleb Plant? And then Canelo still knocked out Caleb Plant. Or stopped him. So, and we're still being subjective about him being exciting. So Terence Crawford is nowhere near being, nah. I mean, Benavidez compared to Canelo, yeah. I agree with that. But Canelo being excited in the last couple of fights, absolutely not. No way. Nah, he ain't did nothing that Crawford has done. That's a fact. That's all I got, though.